In this video, we will be making an origami Valentine with a hidden message. This was originally by the YouTube channel Easy Origami Arts and Crafts. If you're here from BSS, I'm extra happy to see you. So we will start, if your paper has two colors on it, mine does not, you'll want the white side to be up. We will start by folding the whole thing in half. Okay, we're going to open it back up. Then we're going to bring our edges to the center line that we just made. Okay, same thing on this side. Okay, zoom this in a little bit. Now we're going to open it back up. Now we're going to bring all the corners to the second line that we just made, like this. Okay, we're going to do that obviously 3 more times. If at any time I'm going too fast for you or something doesn't make sense, please feel free to pause and rewind and rewatch until it makes sense to you. There we go. So now we're going to bring this edge back to the center line. And same thing, bring this edge back to the center line. So now we have some little guidelines here. So what we're going to do, this is a little bit interesting, is we're going to bring this edge to the top, but we're only going to crease when we get here. So I will show you. So we're going to bring this whole thing up like this. But you see where this little line is? You're going to crease from here down and don't crease over here. So crease only to this little line again. So now we're going to open that back up and you can see, excuse me, that now we have a line here and we don't necessarily have a line on that side. We do a little bit, but it's not super noticeable. So now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to bring this edge to this line. There we go. And see, here's the little guideline. You're going to crease now from here up. Okay, open it back up. And see, now we have this starting to happen. So I'm going to rotate the whole thing. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to bring this edge up to this edge. And again, here is your little guideline. So we're only going to crease from here down. Okay, and then open it back up. And then we're going to bring this edge up to here. And then see, here's our little guideline, so we're only going to crease from here up. It's pretty thick, so you'll have to crease it nice and strong. Okay, I'm going to open it back up. And so now this little diagonal square space is where we're going to write our message. So grab your pen or grab your marker, whichever one is easiest for you, and I'll write us a nice little message. You can write other things depending on who you'd like to give this to, like I love you, but Happy Valentine's Day is a pretty classic one. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring these two tips together. You can see the paper kind of already has a fold there, so we're going to bring them together like this. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Bring these two tips in together. There we go. I'm going to help that crease a little bit. There we go. So now what we have to do, so flip the whole thing over so we see our little square, and you can see the crease line in the middle. You're going to push that down like this. You're going to flatten the whole thing like this. Alrighty, so now we have to make this a little more like a heart shape. So what we're going to do, if you can look at the top, you can see that there's a crease here and then there's some little bits on each side. So we're going to push this crease inward. Doesn't have to be super exact. And then close it back over. Don't worry, we have to do this again. So I'll zoom in on it a little bit. Going to push this in like that, and then we're going to close it back like that. So now it's a little bit rounder, slightly more heart-shaped. So now all that's left for us to do is to make the inside nice. So we're going to take, I'll do this corner first, we're going to fold it approximately here, both layers forward. And you want the tip to line up with this little diagonal line crease that you can see through the paper. It's about like this. Okay, I'm gonna leave that for a sec. I'm gonna do the other side just so I can kind of get this to be even. And same thing, you wanna line up the tip with this diagonal line here. There we go. So now what we're going to do, we're going to open this up. We're going to open this layer. We're going to fold this one that already wants to go in more toward the inside. And then we are going to invert this fold so that it folds inward like this. And then you can close it back up. It should have a nice, clean heart shape now. And so then same thing on this side. We're going to open this up. We're going to fold this part that's already going in more inside. Then we're going to invert this fold so that it goes inside. You can see I'm lining it up with the little line on the inside. Okay, you can crease that on your flat surface. Trying to get mine to line up with itself a little better. But there you go. You now have a very cute little Valentine. And in order to reveal the hidden message, you hold here, as I'm doing, and then you open it up, and it has a little secret message on the inside. And then you can close it back down. And it'll look all nice like that. If yours doesn't look exactly like mine, that's okay. If this is your first time making this, I'm sure it looks great for your first time. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. Happy Valentine's Day.